I think Francis Ngannou won that, boys. I think I got him winning that fight. What? Judges are blind. I just don't understand how they scored the fight for Tyson Fury. And I love Tyson Fury. I think he's great, but I don't think he won that fight. One judge scored a 96 to like something outrageous where it was like, what the hell was he watching? This is, I just... Ngannou. All right. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. Man, oh man, what an amazing weekend for Francis. I just can't get over how good he looked. And if you guys go back and look at all the videos I did of the storyline of this fight, I wasn't liking what I was seeing from Francis at the open workout. I saw somebody said on on Twitter saying that's a weak ass jab. Look how he covers no distance. That's the biggest thing I'm not seeing right now is good angles. You fight how you train. You train how you fight. But like I said, I think he was playing possum. Now let's go over like what he did so well. One, he was so good about being patient. I read the comments you guys were saying that we liked his new nickname, the Patient Predator. He was very patient. He did a good job with the check left hook. Each time Tyson Fury came in there to try to exchange with Francis, Francis never opened up really for Tyson to be able to land a good shot at him. That's when Francis landed that beautiful check left hook. Now, I am still hung up on how the hell did one judge have it 96 to 93? That's a huge spread of a fight that was really, I mean, it was close, but Francis was giving it to him. There was one round where Tyson Fury was huffing and puffing out of his mouth, and Francis did a beautiful combination where he was 1, 2, 3 uppercut, doing a good job getting his arms in between him and doing that short uppercut. But I told my kids, I was like, they're like, how come the guy who's 6'9" looking like a bag of milk won the fight? I was like, son, this is boxing. Boxing's corrupt. Boxing doesn't know what they're doing. Boxing, you know, boxing could be the greatest sport on the planet Earth to watch. But once again, when everybody's sitting there watching something, and then when it comes to reading results, it's almost like a spit in our face, or we all must be blind, or we don't know what we're watching, right? Now, I give it to Tyson Fury. He did an amazing job of fighting one of the baddest, no, not one of, the baddest man on the planet, and Francis. Now, where does Francis go from here? I said it my last video, I don't want to see Francis do mixed martial arts. Who's he gonna fight? Who's he gonna fight in mixed martial arts? He's not gonna fight Jon Jones. He's not, I don't know if PFL has any good heavyweights, but in boxing, there is a lot of storylines. You could do the rematch of Tyson Fury. He could fight Anthony Joshua. He could fight Deontay Wilder. He could fight Andy Ruiz, right? There's so many opportunities for him to pursue boxing than there is in mixed martial arts. The only fight that seems appealing in mixed martial arts is Jon Jones. Now, we know how this goes. We know Jon Jones or any organization in mixed martial arts are not going to lend their athletes to another promoter to be able to make money off them. So for the opportunity for us to see Jon Jones versus Francis, it's not going to happen. I believe Jon Jones versus Stipe is going to be both of those guys' last fight. I mean, it's their next fight, but it's their last fight. I think after Jon Jones comes back from his injury, I think after him and Stipe clash heads, I don't think we see Jon Jones ever compete again in mixed martial arts. Now, there's a possibility that Jon Jones could compete in boxing if he's out of his UFC contract, which I highly doubt that, because usually when an athlete retires, the organization freezes your contract and then they don't give you the opportunity to go do whatever you want. But man, did Francis look good. And Francis ate a clean elbow from Tyson Fury. And they didn't deduct any points. Ref didn't do anything. I almost feel like the boxing gods are against mixed martial artists. There's no reason why Francis should have won that fight. And even if he won that fight, it's not a disgrace to boxing, right? I feel like a lot of boxing enthusiasts out there are like, oh yeah, MMA guys can't box. Yes, we can. We can compete. It's not about, are we the purest boxers? Absolutely not. But mixed martial artists can compete. The reason why is because we're dealing with way more variables in our fights than one variable. That's why Francis was so commentary. And like he said, I listened to his interview. He says, I got in there, and when I end up dropping Tyson Fury, I danced in front of him because I was like, I thought you were going to take me to school, right? I just think that if Francis keeps on pursuing boxing, I think he's going to be much happier than doing mixed martial arts. Now, Francis is under contract with the PFL. And I said last time, why does not PFL start a boxing promotion? Why not? You have one of the best heavyweights in the world of boxing under contract, under your umbrella. All you got to do is sign some other athletes. And the beautiful thing about boxing is they have the Muhammad Ali Act. You guys are like, what is the Muhammad Ali Act? The Muhammad Ali Act, and I could be wrong, but I think I'm pretty damn sure I'm correct, it states that if an athlete or let's say a champion, they can go to somebody, a different promoters or different organizations meaning Showtime, HBO, Cinemax, DAZN, Saudi Arabia, all these organizations can pitch in, or not pitch in, basically shop for who's going to pay the most money to the athletes to bring the fight to that network, right? So that's why this fight was in Saudi Arabia. They built this arena specifically just for this event. Think about that. Just for this event. This event could have gone to Vegas. This event could have gone to Canada, but the Saudi Arabians wanted it, and they flew all the amazing athletes out there. You saw all the legends, Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, you had Izzy Adesanya, you had Kamaru Usman, you had Conor McGregor, you had Kanye West there, you had Cristiano Ronaldo, you had all the biggest stars there. So Saudi Arabia won this fight, brings it there. They pay Tyson, they pay Francis, and that's what the Muhammad Ali Act does. So as for me, or let's say Alex Volkanovski, we cannot go off and do what we want because we're locked on our contract. But the Muhammad Ali Act states that if a champion has an opportunity to go make money somewhere else, he is freed up to go do that as a champion. So that's one thing that Matt Hume has always told me, that that's what mixed martial arts needs to be able to protect the champions, be able to make more money elsewhere. Because if the UFC is like, hey, you know, we want to put on against, Demetrious Johnson versus Brandon Moreno or Alex Pantoja, can he do that? They would say, no, he cannot. So that's what the Muhammad Ali Act does. If I am wrong, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Do so a favor, go to Wikipedia, look up the Muhammad Ali Act. Man, what else? What else is going to happen for Francis? I tell you what, I don't want to see him do MMA. I want to see him keep on boxing. So boys, I hope you enjoyed these fights. I love breaking down the fights. I love breaking down the storyline. You know, it's not like we jump on here, just do the reaction to, you know, the main fight like everybody else does. I think we present something totally different, is that we follow the storyline. We watch Francis' first open workout. We're a little hesitant. You guys are like, man, that jab looks slow as hell. Then we watched the second open workout, and it was a little bit of the same, but he did have a little more head movement. And then, you know, we watched the final, I gave my final predictions where I told you guys that I would not be surprised if Francis drops him or if he wins the fight. But he did win that fight in my book, so my predictions came true. He did win the fight. And here we are. We did a live reaction and an instant reaction, and now I'm giving you my final thoughts on this. Now that I had a night to sleep on it, gone through all the messages, all the stuff on, you know, Twitter, Instagram, even his interview to sit down. I don't know. I think it was an amazing night for Francis. So boys, once again, thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel, and thank you guys so much for all of the love. We have a special Halloween episode for you guys tonight. And if you guys have made it to the end of this video, I'm going to tell you who it is. The special guest tomorrow is Eddie Alvarez. So boys, make sure you come back tomorrow for the Halloween Mighty Cast. We out. Peace.